Spider-Man.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Speed Rack. I'm here with my boys, PD and Kyle. Say what's up, gents.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, ready to rock.
Hey, we're talking about Spider-Man brand new day. Select the drop it.
This is multiple international trailers and the baseball during the baseball game.
It's a new New York. Thanks to Spider-Man, crime rates have hit a record low. He's the pride of New York City, the hero nobody knows, but
Yes.
everyone wants to be.
You okay, kid? Yeah, you're okay. I'm just a neighbor from across the hall. Friendly neighbor. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. We used to know each other. But the truth is, I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. God, that's cool.
It is.
Here we go. Sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. Let's end this on a high note, huh? Yeah, I know it's gonna be nuts, but we have to get there before the rush, okay?
And of course, connected to the football.
Shut. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Boo! Messi was unsportsmanlike.
He knows. What are you doing here? The Spidey tracker? Wait, are you looking for Spider-Man? Okay. Just wait here.
What, like
okay?
Pokemon?
Oh, wow.
New York.
Hey, I heard you were looking for me. You good with heights? Come on.
Oh my gosh. He was with Messi. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Messi.
Cool. All right, organic webs. Peter too had him. He was cool. You're cool.
That's Peter one.
Oh, not the chip.
What's going on with you, Spider-Man?
Heightened senses,
That's cool.
increased agility,
Yeah, you're okay.
superior strength.
Superior, you heard that?
Spider-Man,
Yes.
new day in cinemas July 30.
Superior strength
Superior strength to what?
than what he had before.
So what does that mean?
Done.
It means you have more strength than you had previously.
So let's get
Okay.
into it. Superior
So
strength.
I can lift 20 tons. I have superior strength. I can lift 21.
You can, yes. Anything more than 20 is now superior.
I'm going keeping him at 10. I'm tired of this 20 and 20. He's been 10 in his 20s. There's no boost. You don't get. It's not like. It's not like the late stage, growth that women have. Once you get your final height as a man, you're done. That's it.
Well, so we know what that means. That now that Spidey has superior strength, he's going to be slapping the Hulk all around this movie.
Because look, in the comics, they say he can lift between 10 to 25 tons, but can push up to between 50 to 100 tons under extreme
whatever.
stress.
I'm not buying
This is the
any of
comic
that.
books. And in the
Comics says
What
MCU,
comic?
tons.
Oh, wait,
In the
hold on,
comics-
hold on,
in the comics, he's
Hold
doing
on.
5 to 10.
hold on. What comic book are you reading from?
I'm just Googling it, and it says number 33. Amazing Spider-Man number 3, Rubble Lift.
Amazing Spider-Man number 3. What?
33.
Amazing Spider-Man 33.
So it just says Amazing Spider-Man 20, you know.
Someone tried to quantify how much the stuff he was covered under was.
Okay, you have to actually read the comic, and you have to read the comic in context. Okay, this is not he lifted that. This is he used all his exertion and got from underneath it. It's not like he went to the gym and bench pressed it.
No, he didn't.
And this was him putting everything into it. And then getting enough so he could get it off of him at the end of the day. He never even, like, if you wanted to say this was like a weightlifting feat, he never got all of the weight over his head. There was never like a clean shrug.
Well, they're saying,
And it's depicted as such in the images. So this whole idea, I'm fine with 10 tons. You want to push it to 20? I can't stop you. 100 tons for Spider-Man is utterly ridiculous.
50 to 100. Extreme stress, it says.
50 is utterly ridiculous. 100 is just moronic.
It says a severely injured Spider-Man and Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, can we deal with the movie? I'm done with this. I'm actually.
Oh, wait. No, finish. No, I want to hear what he's got to say. I want to hear this nonsense.
It says in the movie, the air bridge, Captain America: Civil War, he catches and stops a falling air bridge with weighs an estimated over 20 metric tons, and requires him to absorb immense impact force. So that's what they're citing there. You know, so over 20 tons in the movie alone.
I don't recall it that way. I don't recall it the way of him stopping it.
Holding
there
it.
Was no, wasn't there some webbing involved?
I don't recall that portion. I remember him going like this.
Just gonna let him go, right? This is what we're doing.
I'm sorry. You're right.
So again, how many tons is it? How many tons? So you're trying to quantify and say, hey, if he did 10 and now he's doing 20, that's more increase.
Okay, I'll say you like this. If you can do 10, like what was it? One of his stronger villains would be the Scorpion was 12, right? As you push him up and up, you got all these cool villains, and then you turn the stories that Spider-Man making two-parters and holding back against villains that he should just be able to just walk to jail every time he meets them.
Right.
There's no story you can do now with all these cool villains and the villains, the ones that were human. You can't do anything with them. So you cutting yourself off just to say, well, that's the case. The Marvel is a sandbox. It was a sandbox where Spider-Man villains, Spider-Man for Spider-Man villains, maybe there's some bleed over, but you don't take a Captain America villain to Spider-Man for Spider-Man just to mop the floor with him. Then there's no point in doing that story. You need the whole point is the character being challenged, but the idea for Spider-Man is always, oh, well, he did this in this issue, but at the same time, Captain America kicked the hell out of the Hulk, knocked him to the ground. We can't quantify that? No, that was Stan Lee. No, that was off. That wasn't. Someone can explain why it is, but you just add to Spider-Man.
So I'm with you. I'm with you with that, PD. So basically, you're saying he can't be overpowered. The hero shouldn't be overpowered, right?
We're talking.
Because then, what's the point of watching a story if a hero is overpowered?
All right, let's stick with the movie, all right? Because
I just want to clarify that.
You're just a freaking like you might as well do the LL laugh right now with the cigar. Like, now look, this is the thing. He's got the shocker equipment. I thought he's going to do something else of his own. This clearly is him just using the shocker technology and trying to knock out the Hulk with it. So
which LL?
I'm that type of guy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Absolutely. The words are absolutely.
I love that line. I'm doing your girlfriend.
So we digress. So getting back to the shocker.
I'm just thinking the fact is, the thing is, what Spider-Man would do is, oh, I'm fighting the Hulk. Let me go and figure a way I can cure him. So, like what he would do to the Lizard. Let me figure out how to stop what he's doing rather than go take it on physically. And the other thing, the problem is that here we got him in the webs and saying that there's some tension in the webs. Is like the Hulk can break out of Spider-Man's web with no problem. The Gray Hulk can break out of his webs with no problem. Like that's not. They're saying that the page where he said they could hold the thing forever, that was just, it was a hyper. This is just Stan just adding some more drama to it. So we can't keep going to these things. There's a thing for this. There's a thing for that. But at the same time, I'm sorry to say, this is what the people want. Just him standing there with his face out like an MMA fighter. They're those guys that think they can't get knocked out and then they get knocked out. Look, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. By the third or fourth punch to the face, you're done. Or like, what's his name? Like, sorry to say, Joe Frazier saying, oh, Ali's fist was like a feather duster. And then you see towards the end of the fight what it looks like. You can't be hit millions of times by a character just like that. And you can't keep taking Spider-Man for granted. If he's this known and he's this well liked and all this, you're not going to keep thinking of him as, oh, he's Ant-Man. He don't got no powers. He can't do anything, and then you get beat up. So you only get that once, so in my opinion. But at the same time, he's durable. The Hulk slammed him against the wall. Somebody please take the count from me just so I can stop, please.
Yeah, well,
Somebody
look,
say something?
I'll take it, Con, because I'm saying if that is that the Gray Hulk they're showing?
Yeah.
That is not the Gray Hulk that's in the comics. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
unless we're missing the dialogue, understanding, and stuff like that. They're two different type of Hulks. You know, I don't know why they're going through these different phases. The red now the gray. Look, I don't know what's going on, but the Gray Hulk. This is not the Gray Hulk.
What's
You
the
know,
Gray Hulk then?
the Gray Hulk is Joe Fixit, right?
Well,
He's
there's also a Savage Gray Hulk. He did a period where he was, you know.
But the
Yeah.
one that we all know now, the one that we is the if this is always just going to be a Savage Hulk, he could do anything else. But I'm saying the Gray Hulk is now Joe Fixit, right? You know, who
Okay.
is a morally ambiguous mob enforcer, um, who is not. I don't think he's as strong as the Hulk. I don't remember him having as much power as the Hulk or rage. Probably that's the right answer. The rage that the Hulk has. He's smarter. He's actually human intelligent. You know, he is like a throwback to what a 1950s, 1960s. I don't know, fixer, gangster. You know, it's a different type of individual. And here,
Enforcer.
just showing. Sorry.
Enforcer.
Enforcer. So here is just pure rage. You know, he's not just even a dumb enforcer. He is smart. You know, he plays dirty. You know, he's hanging out with people. He's conniving. He knows what he wants, and I,
Oh,
so
I'll
look, I don't mean to down it, but this to me is just not the Hulk. And why would they? Well, they just say, hey, the people aren't gonna know different. Let's give them another color Hulk, and everybody can go, oh, let's do this. But it's not,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly what they're gonna do.
I will say you are. I get you on your point. Is that the other part is that the Gray Hulk being smarter and this, that, and the other isn't always interested in just a toe-to-toe fight. It's more what's in it for him. What
Yes.
is the
Yes.
point of this? Why am I here? But obviously, he might be mind control, so that's how you get the punching bag. But I definitely hear you.
I mean, this is the type of thing that makes me feel like, I mean, of course I'm watching the movie, but it's like, why do we have to make all these changes? You know what I'm trying to say? But hey, that's Cal. What do you think?
I've liked what I have seen so far in terms of the trailers. I'm looking forward to the movie. I don't want to see the Hulk getting his ass handed to him by Spider-Man, but the Hulk hasn't been who he needed to be since Infinity War, once he got his ass handed to him by Thanos. So I have zero expectations that the Hulk is going to be represented well here, and I think that'll actually play out. Uh, I get what you're saying about the whole idea with Joe Fixit, but Joe Fixit is more of it's not even like a persona. That's just who the Hulk was like pretending to be at one point. It's not like when he transforms, he's like the Joe Fixit Hulk. There's no such thing. It's just gray, and we do have instances of the gray Hulk, being in this in the savage persona, if you will. So that for me is neither here nor there. I would have liked seeing for the first time if the Hulk was going to be gray on screen. I would have loved to have seen the Joe Fixit version, but then that would have required more story, and the Hulk is just kind of here so we can have Marvel Extreme team up, if you will, for the Spider-Man movie. But that being to the side, aside of the other criticisms that I've already voiced, that it doesn't make a lot of sense to have the characters in the movie that he had the memory wipe for because they couldn't know that he was Spider-Man, and yet somehow they're back in this movie. You're pretty much undercutting the sacrifice that he made in the previous one. He should have moved. It looked like the last movie, he was moving on with his life, and he saw that they were happy and they were living theirs. And so he was just going to accept that going forward. And instead, he's still kind of lingering around, stalking, if you will. I don't think that's a good move, but we'll see how that's executed. But all in all, yeah, I'm still looking forward to seeing the movie. Oh yeah, and what Messi did was unsportsmanlike, borderline racist. He does not need to be in a Spider-Man advertisement.
Wait. We're not even going to attack that. I don't know if there was something that he did that was borderline racist. What he did was not cool, but
It was borderline racist. You explain to me why he did what he did, and say it's not racist.
uh, stepping on the guy's foot.
No, you didn't see when he wouldn't shake the guy's hand.
No, I did not see that.
They won the match, and then he
Yeah.
declined sportsmanlike conduct.
Against Egypt.
I guess Messi's a little too good to touch black skin, huh?
It was Egypt, you're saying?
Hmm?
Egypt, the match with Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt means black.
Not necessarily. A lot of Egyptians wouldn't necessarily go with that.
Egypt is the Greek word for black.
Well, the people in Egypt don't all agree with that. Remember, they sued what is it? They sued one of the studios because they were having a movie and they had ISIS as black. But look, we're digressing from what we're talking about.
That was you. That was you. Nobody went that route but you.
Egypt went that route. Egypt.
No, you went that route. You're bringing up lawsuits. Nobody.
No, because you're saying they're black, and they said they don't all consider themselves to be black.
Messi has a problem touching black skin. You could have let it go at that. Then you went to decide. I was like, all right, I'll go with you as far as you want to go. Now you're talking about, oh no, we're digressing. I didn't go tell you to go rabbit holing. You could have just taken.
But you started with this whole Messi thing. What are you talking about? It's like this is related.
Messi did unsportsmanlike.
We're gonna have to pause this video. We're totally off track. Big time. We're gonna have to come back and
that's on you. That's on you.
You started it. What are you talking about, dude? We're not even saying that. You just brought that.
I said the comment. I said the comments that I was saying. You didn't have to do all that.
Well, you didn't have to bring it up too. And I brought that up only in response to the fact that you're saying that
I'm talking about Messi. And somehow you're talking about lawsuits with gods of Egypt.
It's the whole thing. It's all connected. So I'm saying, if you're saying you use the word when you said all the Egyptians is black, and I'm saying, well, they don't all believe that, and they have a lawsuit. That's connected to what you're saying.
You weren't ready for that. You weren't ready for that. So that's why you moved over. That's why you moved over to the lawsuit.
No, but I'm saying when you made a blanket statement,
you got to come back. No, when you said going.
No, when you made a blanket comment and said, "Yo, Mason, Egypt is all black," I'm like, "What? Yo, dude, they don't all think they're black," and they said they had a lawsuit.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Anybody rewind the tape. You say that.
Anybody watching the video, rewind the tape. I never said that. I said Messi has a problem touching.
No, you said Egypt means black.
I said Messi has a problem touching black skin.
We got that
I never
part.
said Egypt was all black.
Then you said Egypt in Greek means black, and I'm like,
yes.
I said they don't all believe they're black. That's what I said.
I never said they did. I said Egypt. Only because you continued it. I never said Egyptians thought they were black in the first place.
So why would you say Egypt means black?
Because you continued on further than this needed to go. You could have just let it go.
No, but you could have dropped it. You could have stopped.
All
you didn't have to go down that road.
All right. There's no way you're gonna work this out. So
yeah,
we're gonna close this guy out. We have one questionable, one against, and one strong for. But obviously it looks energetic. I will say the karate stuff here reminds me of the TV Spider-Man. Everyone wants to point out this feels like the high-tech version of it, or Wolverine versus the ninjas in the Wolverine miniseries. Not sure how that's gotten Spider-Man, but here we are. You want to close this out?
We haven't even.
I encourage everybody to watch through the video. Feel free to rewind so you can see exactly what was said and what wasn't.
There's really no need. Bless you. He's gonna cut it out because it makes no sense to put that in because it's not the video. So
you're pulling rank.
I'm not pulling rank. I'm saying it makes no sense to put that in. We're trying to get views for a video. We're not putting things in just to start things up. The freaking algorithm doesn't even know where to start. They're gonna say, is this a review video? Is this an argument video? Is this an Egypt video? Is this a messy video? We don't need to go there.
I don't know if the algorithm is going that far into our videos, but
I think it does. I think it's just
hold on a second. Let me see something. Out. Yep, there's that smile. Okay, yeah, I see your censorship. Yeah, I got you.
Can we close this out, please?
Yeah. Well, hey, if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe.
Spin a rack.
Later days.